I had a random realization. It's something that was interesting enough where I wanted to keep it to remind myself later, and I thought that it was really helpful. Basically, what it is that every morning my dog and I go out to the same spot. She does her business, and I look out at the ocean, and every day the ocean is completely different. And there's no 2 days in a row where the ocean is exactly the same. Even if it's like really calm 2 days, it's not calm in the exact same way that it was the other day, and I will never see the ocean in the same way that I saw it that first time. And so it changes every single day. And it could be calm one day and then chaotic and then somewhere in between the next day, but it's just never the same. And the same, I think, is true about people's emotions and people's state of being, because I too fluctuate a lot. I also never feel exactly the same 2 days in a row, or even at any given moment. I just know that I don't feel the exact same that I ever have before in that moment. In that way, I feel like we're so much like the ocean because we're constantly changing and evolving. We're never the same. And whenever I have emotions that are more like challenging, like anxiety feelings or being really tense or being really chaotic feeling in my head, and I'm sure people do this, I know that I do this. I know that I place judgment on those emotions and say like, oh, because I feel this way, that's negative or that's bad. And it feels like not good. But the ocean doesn't judge its own fluctuations. I think it's necessary that it has to be different every day, because if it were the same every day, I think something would probably get messed up. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know, but I think something would get messed up. I mean, if the ocean were calm every single day, that'd be kind of freaky. That'd be kind of weird. But I think that people strive to feel the same every day in a way, and I don't know that that's the answer, because especially as women, we feel on a monthly basis, our hormones have us feeling different all the time. And it's a little bit different for men because theirs is only a day cycle, so theirs are different points throughout the day that they feel different. But especially for women, day to day, we can feel so different. I think we put a lot of judgment on that. And something I've noticed very recently is if I lean into those feelings and just say like, oh, I'm feeling a little tense today or a little anxious, and I just lean into it and be like, okay, this is how I feel today. Just let it happen. I'll feel this way. When I accept that and just allow that to happen, that emotion feels like it washes over me, and then it releases and it kind of dissipates. And that's amazing to be able to feel what I'm feeling and then just have it dissipate. And I feel like maybe the ocean is the same way, because the waves eventually dissipate. But I don't know, there were so many similarities between how people feel in the ocean that I was like, I need to write this down or record this, because there's something there. There's something there. I felt recently that there's been something missing from my artwork. I love painting nature, but what that thing is, I think, is painting people. I've always loved and always have painted people. I had so many points throughout this painting that I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. I struggled a lot with the ocean. Every so often I would look at it and I'd be like, that doesn't look right, and if I keep on going this way, is it just gonna look worse and worse? But I kept pushing through, and every challenge that I came to, I decided to just do my best at it. And I'm so happy that I did, because this is one of my favorite paintings I think that I've ever made. It says a lot about me, and it's a very personal thing. And I'm hoping that other people can also connect with this concept as well. Not only is this painting about what I talked about earlier, about our emotions and feeling this waves of emotions overcome us and how we deal with that on a day-to-day basis, but it's also about vulnerability. I wanted to show myself in a way that felt vulnerable. So I put a lot of thought into how would I pose in this picture, and the elements that surrounded me, what would they be like? I felt like it came together like magic, because I didn't have anything in mind when I took these photos. I took these photos a while ago. I just knew that I loved the way that they looked. I loved the way that this crab looked. So this is actually a hermit crab, and I took this picture a few months back. I would say back in the fall, actually. And when I took it, I thought, that's so beautiful. The crab's so beautiful, but I found this crab, it didn't have a shell. It was just naked. I felt bad for it. I was like, it was looking all around and I felt bad for it. So the colors on it were so striking to me. I'm happy that I saved that reference and used it on one of my paintings, because what a perfect symbolism for vulnerability and literally being without your shell and not having that protective layer to protect you from predators, the outside world. And that's how I feel a lot of times. I feel super vulnerable. That's a good place to be without trying. I think we tend to fear vulnerability. We fear what other people might think if we truly open up and just be ourselves fully and completely. And I felt that a lot, even though I love who I am and I love myself. I struggle sometimes with completely opening up and just being at ease around people, not holding back who I am and being myself. I think I do tend to fear what other people would think, and tend to fear other people's judgments of me. And that's not something you just get rid of overnight. That's not something you can just say, well, I'm gonna be more myself and not care and not worry, because it's biologically written into us to care. And I do think there's a value to caring what others think, but when it rules your life, that's not a good thing. I think that this painting for me is a symbolism. Well, it represents both your emotions and your environment. When your emotions are all over the place and feeling chaotic like waves that are crashing into the rocks, and when people, maybe you're surrounded by people and it's like really busy and you're like, whoa, how do I center this? How do I deal with what's happening right now inside of you and outside of you? And to be able to expand and just be okay with that, and to be yourself completely, and know that no matter what others' reactions are, that you have been true to yourself and that you have peace within inside of you. But if you struggle with that fear of judgment from others, it's a good practice to be mindful of that, I think, and to try to push yourself to be more vulnerable in ways like allow yourself to relax, allow yourself to do what it is you want to do, say what it is you want to say, and know that like you're gonna be okay, like you'll be okay. It's hard to believe that sometimes in your body, because it feels chaotic in your body. You've made it up to this point. Like, as I tell myself, at any point in your life, you can always say, I've made it up to this point and I'm okay. I've survived every struggle that I've gone through. I've survived every embarrassing moment so far. And guess what? Probably forgot about it already. Probably everyone else did too. So just to ride the waves of your emotions and know that you can and get through it, and you will get through it. We're meant to feel the spectrum of emotions. We're not just meant to feel the good ones. Because being able to feel that full spectrum makes those amazing things that happen feel that much more amazing. I don't want to strive to feel the same every day. I just want to strive to be able to handle those feelings that I have every day, to be able just to be within my body and be within myself. And if feelings come up that are more challenging, that I know that I can do it. It makes it feel less overwhelming, because I'm someone who feels everything so intensely. And I know that there's people out there just like me. I've talked to many people like that, where when you feel excited, you feel so over the moon, and when things feel crushing, it feels like the world's gonna end. So to be able to ground yourself and know that those emotions are okay, it kind of makes it feel just like a part of life that you're experiencing, and less overwhelming, like we're meant to experience every part of life. I hope that made sense. It makes sense in my brain. And I hope that I reached out to other people who feel the same way, or who can connect with this concept. And I appreciate you listening to my thoughts on this painting and seeing my process of how I made it. Because this is such an important painting to me, I am making it into my next oracle card. So I'm so excited. I think this will go great in my deck, as I wanted to call this Calm in the Chaos. We'll see if I still keep that title. I think I would like to split up my oracle cards into maybe 1/3 or so of them looking like the cutouts that I have on my other cards, and maybe the rest of them have more of this like full art on the whole thing, more of like a full painting, to try to marry the two, because I want to include a lot of nature and symbolism with like plants and animals, but I would love to include human figures within my art. And so I'll be working on more paintings really similar. I'm so excited to see where that takes me. I was so afraid to paint this hand because, of course, like many people, hands are so hard, and they're probably, hands and feet are the most challenging things I can paint. In my opinion, they're some of the most challenging things, because I look at it in such a different way than I look at a face. I look at a face and I can tell this is going right, this is going good. I look at a hand and I think, I don't know. I have no idea until it's finished. So here's to practicing more of things that are scary, like drawing hands, painting hands, just going for it. But I hope you like it. I hope you connect with it. And if you want to see more of this type of work, you can subscribe to my channel. I will continue to put out videos of my artwork, and I'll continue to work on the format of my videos. I've experimented a lot lately, and I think I really like this format that I've done for this video. So if you do like it, please let me know in the comments, and give me a like, and I'll know that other people also enjoy this, because I really enjoyed it. So I'll probably keep making things in this format, but just as a confirmation, that'd be great. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.